Hello, good morning. I am Christina Crowley, and I am the creator of Inspiration Morning. And I'm glad you're joining me today here on uh, this broadcast. And this is my first broadcast, so uh, just a moment. let me just say hello, and I'm glad that you're joining me. And to those of you who may be watching this on a replay, thank you for joining me too. Like I said, this is the first broadcast live on Facebook for Inspiration Morning, and I think it's maybe it's just a good way for us to get to know each other. Like I said, I'm Christina Crowley. My first time doing Be Live, and I did have my name to go across there, but it disappeared. So a little technical difficulties, but that's okay. And I started Inspiration Morning 12 years ago. I looked, and not this group. I had started on Facebook a little bit later, but it's been 12 years that I've been working on Inspiration Morning, and it was probably in 2008 when I started Facebook, and I started really doing my website, doing memes on a daily basis, and I people really love memes and people really hate memes, and I like memes, and I started them because it was something new and it was a way to express myself. I've always wanted to be an artist, but I'm not really. I can't put up a canvas and make a beautiful picture. So doing the memes with the pretty backgrounds and the beautiful sayings was something that I was like, wow, this is something I can do, and it's beautiful and it's inspiring. Because for me, 2005 was a difficult year, and I turned to writings and teachings that inspire you to go forward when you're having a difficult time. And I was having a difficult time, and I thought, why not share this with other people to inspire them? And most of my posts come out in the morning. I know I have the website and I have Twitter. On Twitter, I'm Inspiration Day. And so I decided to do this and do it on a regular basis because I thought, maybe somebody else will enjoy these. Maybe it will inspire somebody else. And I see we have a couple of viewers. I want to say hi. And if you have any questions, write them down. I'll look for them. I get to see them on Be Live. So feel free to do that. And with Inspiration Morning, it has evolved a little bit, and it's evolving even now, and that I want to do some of these chats. I want to get to know one another. I want us to be not just me just give through the memes, but me giving through, talking like this, and us interacting with one another on Facebook Live, and, taking this maybe to the next level of getting, more of what we need. Memes are good, and I love them, and I love the beautiful pictures, and every now and then I do have help with them, and I want to say thanks to Kiara, and but I do a lot of them, and I've done the Facebook page and the website and the Twitter on a regular basis, and I've not put a lot. I don't do politics and I don't do religion on there because I think it's a very personal thing, and I think all of us can be inspired. All of us can be get a little boost. Eleanor Roosevelt is one of my favorite people who, again and again and again, had wonderful things to say and empowering things to say. And it really does inspire me because during World War II, those were some really tough years. And to have that thought during those years I find that very inspiring and to help with everything we do. So that's why I like a lot of Eleanor Roosevelt. I love Winston Churchill. His never, 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 never quit, and his when you're going through hell, keep on going. That has inspired me through many difficulties, and we all have difficulties in life. And so, we don't always want to just share onto somebody, but we have we all have some sort of struggle. And I know I personally, need a reminder throughout the day, when I'm going through a difficult situation, just to keep on going, to keep me calm, to keep me at my best when I have to hide that it's a difficult situation, or I have to, keep my game face on and keep being professional. And for me, when you're going through hell, keep on going. Winston Churchill and his writings, and Eleanor Roosevelt, those people inspire me. And I know I love Roy Bennett, and I could go to the page and take a look at all of the quotes of the authors that we have, along with the beautiful scenery. It goes kind of to a little bit of a meditation for me. It brings me back to where we like. And so I like the morning. I do like mornings. I am an early riser, and that's why I put it as Inspiration Morning. I wanted a way to be inspired in the morning. In the morning is sometimes when we need the inspiration to get us out of bed. So that is, why I do it. To get all of us through these. And I love saints. I mean, I even have it on my coffee mug. Look at me, I have Dream on my coffee mug. And then I have Create in the same kind of a mug. So I do keep these around with me all day. I'm a busy person. I do a lot of things, and there's times where I would just like to quit, but I don't, and I turn and I look for inspiration, and that's why I do what I do. And if anybody has any questions or any comments, go ahead and put them in the box. I can see them here. And I'm glad that I do have a few people who are watching. And give me hearts. Hearts. I love lots of hearts. Facebook likes those when you give hearts. And so that, this can be reached throughout our group. And I want to add more of an interaction to this group. Lots of likes, lots of hearts. And I'm going to be starting the contest again soon. I did start that, I think it was earlier this year, and it went over well. And for, give shares and likes and hearts and, just to, and comments on the memes. Hello out there. I know there's a few more of you watching. And so Inspiration Morning for me, it's a creative outlet. And I hope that you enjoy this creative outlet. I know that I love doing it. I love sharing. And I'm going to continue to do it for as long as I can, and keep on doing it. And I love your likes. I love your shares. I love your comments. So if there's anyone out there who wants to share something, please do. And I hope that we can do these kind of, sharing in the mornings. I want to do more Facebook Lives. If there's something that anybody wants to talk about, we can talk about them. I know that for me, not only do I like the creative outlet of the memes, I like the creative outlet of journaling and meditation. Those kinds of things, help us get through life. I know for me, 7 years ago, it was difficult for everybody in 2010. There was, the recession going on, and people were losing their jobs, and I was laid off. And later in that year, I was in a car accident. It was a horrible car accident. If you see, I think it's right here. There's a scar there from one of my 4 spine surgeries after that car accident. And doing this creatively really helped me continue to do what I needed to do. It helped give me hope for the future. It's, it was a really long, difficult time. It was a long journey. And, so, Inspiration Morning and going through that, I worked for myself. I had to find a way to work for myself after that. And to look back on that and go, okay, I got through that, and I was able to put I was able to be creative and enjoy this group. And so, yeah, this is my first broadcast, and I'm going to be picking subjects throughout the, as we go in the mornings. I'm going to try to be doing this a little bit earlier, and I enjoy that, you do like and that you are watching me. I want to say hello again to those who are watching, and to those who are watching on the replay. Thank you again, and thank you those who are live. So as I was going through, all of those, everything that happened to me in 2010, losing my job, the car accident, not being able to work, it was through the connections that I made. Candace, a woman who's a good friend of mine, who was in a group with me starting in 2008, I needed work in 2012. There was no unemployment for me. There was no way I could go out of the house to get a job, and we connected online. And in 2008, and I turned to everybody I knew in 2012, said, "Do you have any kind of work for me that I can do from home?" And she found me a job. Lo and behold, she knew somebody who knew something. And so the community that we have it's real. And Candace, she got me the job. I didn't know anything about the company. She filled me in. She talked to the people who were the hiring team. And I worked with that company until they closed their doors in 2015. But it was over a year of a couple of years of being able to work from home, being grateful for what I had, counting my blessings, and meeting her through a book and through Facebook. And, there are real good connections that we have, and I just want to explore those. Alrighty, if you have any questions, please go ahead and ask them, and I'll answer them. If you have any comments, please let me know. I'll put them on also. Once again, I'm Christina Crowley, and I am the creator of Inspiration Morning, and we're Inspiration Day on Twitter, and the website is inspirationmorning.com. We put out, memes every day. I'm going to start, instead of kind of blogging, I'll be vlogging, and so we'll be doing this in the morning. This is just the inaugural Facebook Live. It's a great new medium. It's a great new way for us to express ourselves and to get to know one another. I live in Denver, Colorado. I've lived in Denver, Colorado on and off for a lot of years. I've lived in Denver 4 times, and I've moved away. The last time I moved here, and for the final time, because I've been here for the past, since 2001, so for 16 years. And I love Denver. It's a beautiful place. But before that, I was living in Los Angeles, and I love Los Angeles. I loved living in Los Angeles, and it was really, really hard to make ends meet. Los Angeles is a beautiful place to live, but it's really crazy expensive. And I've lived in a lot of expensive places before, but I really wanted to do something more with my life, and I didn't want to struggle nearly as much, though you don't get away from struggle in life. But I wanted to live back in Denver, and so I came back to Denver in 2001. I did work some TV jobs, but I came back to Denver with hi, Harlow, my pups come in. They do come in and visit me all the time when I'm online. I wanted to work as a coach. I wanted to help people. I wanted to not have to work all the time. I wanted my work to be, for me, to be creative. There's everything you do that creates joy is work. And you can either work creating joy for yourself, working for yourself, or working at a job that you love that does give you joy. Or it's all about the choices we make. And I made the choice to come back to Denver, and I've never looked back. I love it. My sister's my roommate. We're great roommates, and Inspiration Morning, I was thinking about it back then. I didn't know exactly what to call it. I knew that I loved inspiration and inspiring people and helping people. And I wanted to take away a little bit of the overwhelm that people feel when they're trying to make a change in their life. And at that time, reading inspirational works from many, many different authors, like Tony Robbins and even Oprah, knowing that kind of inspiration and those kind of people who overcome obstacles have always resonated with me. And what they did to do it has always been, I've loved being a student of. So I wanted to take away a bit of that overwhelm from people. I wanted to help them through that because I know that life is all about change. There's always stressors. There's always something, and but it's how we take it in and how we perceive it as being always something. And I talked about my accident earlier in this initial video. Getting through, it's how we get through it. You know, what is, and accepting what is, but also accepting that how we're going to get through it. And having those people around us who remind us how to get through it. Because when I was at the lowest point, at the point where it was the hardest, I had surrounded myself with my sister, my family, and my friends who could remind me of, you know, I can get through this. I can set my mind to it. Life is joyful. Life is work. Work is a 4-letter word. But the work brings about joy. And that is really what I want to do through Inspiration Morning. All right, everyone, if there's anybody who has a comment or a question, I'm moving my computer so I can look and see. If you have a comment or a question, please put it in. I'm going to be doing these on a more regular basis, so if you have any comments, questions, please feel free to message me. You can message me through the Inspiration Morning page, and I'll be happy to reply back. And hopefully we'll meet each other over coffee more and more. And I'm going to do it at varying times. I know there's a lot of people who are connected to this page throughout the world. There's a lot of you in the States who, you know, it's morning at some point of the day. But I'm glad you're here. There's 2 of you still here, a few of you still here. Thank you so much for viewing this today. Don't be shy, and I'll be happy to see you again. Thank you. Alrighty. Bye-bye. Millie.